10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. 10 seconds.
Wraith King!
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Okay, I like it. I like the Wraith King pick.
It's an old school classic. There's not that much kite for him, really. Like, Dragon Knight's the main hero that's really annoying for Wraith King later on, but I think it's actually a decent Wraith King game.
Yeah, it looks
Gives you an
very
extra
nice.
stun against the Void.
Yeah.
Maybe a little kill potential there at the early
Mirana.
levels. But Spirit are going to round it out with the Lady Mirana. We did see Mirana earlier today for G.
Whoa, Iceberg playing Mirana. This is an off-lane Dragon Knight.
Huh? Surely that's not how they're going to lane it.
I hope not.
Maybe they're just going to swap up the roles.
Maybe it's going to be
Iceberg
like...
goes to some tri-lane or something.
Yeah, like aggro tri-lane, Void safe lane, and Dragon Knight mid. I mean, I hope. I hope it's not a Dragon Knight off-lane.
Maybe they're going to teach us something new, you know?
I know Iceberg loves Mirana. He used to play it so much in the past on his previous teams.
I mean, this is such a good chrono game in terms of the damage they have to dump in there. The Ice Blast, the Boat, the Arrow, the multiple
10
Star Storms
seconds
if he gets the
remaining.
Eggs. But,
Yeah.
you know, it's going to take a while to get there. And it is also something you can play around, that chrono cooldown. No, very few big cooldowns on the Empire side.
It's just like Wraith King ulti has pretty long cooldown early on. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
Who do you got, Giannis?
Oh man, I don't know. I've not really been liking Mirana so much as a core. I don't know. These lanes look kind of strange from Spirit. I'm liking Empire. I like the way they played the last game too. They don't really have a crazy catch for the Mirana,
Prepare
but
for battle.
I'm gonna
okay,
go.
it's an off-lane DK, dude. This Mirana has mid items. This DK has a 4-man shield.
I mean, he is really difficult to zone, right? Like, his regen's great.
I guess.
He's got the Breathe Fire for the damage reduction, but that's like about the only thing I can think of is he's got pretty good sustain.
FNG is dead.
This Skunk is in deep.
And they're giving
And
it
his
to
Majesty is gonna snag the first blood.
So they saw the Kunkka up there at the start, so they're probably expecting to have warded somewhere. They don't know exactly where, but they do have a sentry. Are they gonna guess randomly? Roger's standing right on top of it. They're pinging. They were pinging. Oh, did they get it? And they do get it too. So FN gets first blood, and he gets an obelisk.
And he's like, I'm getting a Midas
So
now.
let's take a look at
He literally just changed his quick buy to a Midas.
So Wraith King already with leading the board with 10.4 fantasy points. And how's his GPM looking? Probably through the roof. Not yet. We have to wait for the game's clock to start, but it will be through the roof. So that's a great start for him. He has to use his clarity right away because he wants to be sitting at full mana, but I mean, he's happy. He's a happy man.
Ghostic was going for a little rune snatch of his own, but he will be
The
denied.
battle begins.
So the horn will sound and...
Oh, 30,000 gold
No,
per minute.
he had 54,000 for a second there. The dream. Casual 54,000 gold per minute rate. At 1 second.
Just for a moment.
Easy.
So
So,
Roger's going to go toward mid, or maybe even just toward bottom, since he's expecting some dual lanes right at the start.
I'm
and-
just like fixated on the soft lane dragon.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much that's exactly what Empire is going to see too. They're going to Mirana's mid. All right, well Mirana does well versus Razor. But that means it's an offlane dragon.
Oh, Chappie. Taking quite a bit of brass here.
Yeah. Nice torrent by FNG. But yeah, Dragon Knight. Okay, well we'll see what he's able to
I think
accomplish.
they want to go advance score here in the bottom lane meanwhile. Oh, Pale comes out, will connect, Orb through. Looking for the H apparition, Orb does not hit though. So some early action. So yeah, let's see, how does this offlane DK go? So immediately takes the cask. Gets punished by Mposhka.
I don't get this, I'll be honest. I mean, he's tanky, and they like to play Phobos on some kind of like initiator kind of thing, but alright, Arrow doesn't catch Chappie here in the mid lane. Chappie now draining FNG full. It's only level 1, no boots. Shouldn't get a kill out of it, but he gets a free 40 damage. Nice last hits under the tower. He's getting heavily harassed though, and the secondary torrent comes through. They might actually just kill Chappie here. Yeah, they do.
Oh, parry fire not done just yet. Iceberg leaping up the neutrals, trying to collapse on him. Iceberg will survive. FNG now on the retreat. Roger looking to cancel that salve, and he will do so, just proving quite a nuisance.
Alright.
Look at that. DK Phobos walking it down top lane. 3 CS.
So the dual lane pressure in mid is actually proving to be quite effective.
So far, His Majesty seems to be getting the better of the night.
Yeah, going to be getting very early Midas timed out. Void free farming as well, since he's versus a Puck. But Puck should be able to get a good amount down here. Like, there's no real like lockdown or anything. They just have high base damage and the AA buff to slow down his farm. But he should pretty much have free experience and free reign down here as a Puck.
Chappie does manage to snag a double damage rune, so should help stabilize his mid lane a little bit.
Nice try.
Catch him up with Iceberg, as he's been struggling slightly on the last hits. But Roger is going to lend his assistance too, so it looks like they want to get the Razor back in the game.
Oh, Ghostic trying to get this side pull off. He only gets one creep. Oh, that would have been actually pretty massive if he gets that whole creep wave denied there.
This Dragon Knight is unharassable. 11 armor.
He is level 3 already.
11 armor with a poor man's shield. Like, how do you harass this guy? Almost 8 HP regen per second. He's invincible.
He is. You
can't
actually
kill
can't
this
kill
guy.
him. You actually can't kill him. So they just need to pull and maximize
And
there.
ignore him.
Yeah.
Go for the ignore the dragon strat.
X coming up from FNG. Doesn't have the torrent up yet though, but they get some good harassment onto Roger and to Chappie. I just don't know what to think about this. Is John
This
playing
game,
Dragon Knight, dude?
I mean, there's been some weird drugs going around here at the hub. You know, now the games are getting weird, and I'm not sure if I'm just having some side effects or if it's the Dota.
Yeah, I think it was probably like they wanted the Dragon Knight, of course, in the mid lane, but I think like they see the Razor and they were just like, all right, well, this matchup is literally the
Garbage,
worst
yeah.
for Dragon Knight, so they just did some adjustment in the middle. It happens from time to time, you know. You get stuck in a weird situation. You got to make those type of corrections.
It's so funny seeing this Dragon Knight roaming around, like grabbing bounty runes.
He's level 4 though, you know.
It's working.
He's doing pretty well.
He's doing as well as the Puck, actually better. Ghostic's still level 3. Double bounty snag for Phobos. Pretty sweet stuff.
Yep, Roger gets 2 as well on this Nyx Assassin. The best feeling ever as a roaming 4. Stealing the enemy bounty rune.
This is why it's nice to be a 4 nowadays.
It is. It's the bounty runes. It really is. Everyone becomes a bounty hunter in a way.
That and just, you know, letting your mid die and getting that juicy ranged creep experience.
Oh yeah, that's actually the best.
That's the Apsar strat.
Yeah. 4-minute Midas.
Wow. Merlini would be proud.
That's really good.
And used it right away.
Radiant's top
FN
tower
on
is
point.
under
Hope he
attack.
goes for the 2-1-2 build. Oh, yeah, actually, okay, so he maxes the stun. So we've seen a lot of different builds coming out from Wraith Kings. I know No Tail was one of the innovators of the 2-1-4 build. You max the crit so you can farm jungle. Oh my god, they actually get like 3 cast bounces on DK Phobos, and they're going for the
He's
dive
got
here.
the raindrops though. Phobos is very tanky. He does have the shrine ready.
Yeah.
Taps that, cancels the FN salve, turns it around,
Radiant's
and we'll
top tower is
send
under
Empire
attack.
packing. I mean, he really wasn't in that. That would have been a very difficult kill.
If they got, maybe if it was a level like 2 Maledict, maybe if the Witch Doctor was level 4. But now Iceberg actually gets an arrow onto FN, kills him, and he gets Miposhka as well.
I missed the arrow, but we did catch the tail end of that. Now looking for a third. Roger getting off the Carapace. The arrow's available. He knows he's in a bit of danger. She's going to have to bring Chappie in for assistance. Arrow connects, but it's a very short range arrow. As FNG is able to limp away to safety. They're sweeping around here. Roger gets the ward down. That's kind of where the dust settles.
I mean, that's huge though for Spirit. I mean, this DK got a free lane there too during all that while the Wraith King and Witch Doctor died. He's almost level 6 already on offlane DK.
Now Roger choking on the stun. Spirit just juking him out. The Carapace comes through, but still the chase is there. Mirana leaping into position, wants to kill off that pesky cockroach. One more auto attack by FNG. Make it 2, and he'll get the Roger kill. Does he have the ability to close the gap here? He throws out the turret. The predictions were right. What
But they
an
lose
oracle,
that
Kunkka.
Yeah, he does get the Nyx, but he does lose. He loses his Mirana to the Razor mid, so probably actually a better trade there for Empire.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
nice torrent coming out from FNG.
That was a really good prediction toward.
And Phobos is gonna be 6 on this offlane Dragon Knight. He's doing well.
He got the Iron Talon. He's farming up a Storm. Alright, maybe not Storm, but he's getting good levels.
Yeah, he's 6 faster than the Puck. Got a little bit more farm than Puck too. He forced a reaction, which got 2 heroes killed as well. So his job has been he did his job in this offlane already.
Melee heroes are OP. So difficult to zone out of the offlane.
Yeah. Chrono whiffed bottom.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah, I
is
only
under
caught the
attack.
talent of that. I guess the Puck was able to like jaunt out in time.
Something happened. That's for sure.
Oh, he just applauded himself, so
Yeah.
Ghost Stick feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Chrono down, that's pretty big. Now they don't have kill opportunity on him. And there's no Chrono for 2 minutes.
They're gonna have a fish here with the Torrent. The Carapace though stuns both. Spirit still looking to dive this. They get the X off. They're gonna drag Roger back. The Starstorm comes through. 2 more auto attacks. No, it's gonna need to be 4 actually, as Roger lives with about 10 HP. Stick up there to turn it around.
Phobos still continuously just jungling as this Dragon Knight for the time being. Trying to claim some bounty runes as well. While FN just full free farms in the safe lane here. So
Radiant's
He's
top
like
tower
now
is under
700
attack.
gold ahead of the Puck. That's pretty crazy.
I mean, he's doing well. He's doing well. And he's their building hitter. You know, with that Elder Dragon form, he is the only one who can really pressure objectives for them nicely. While Empire actually struggles a bit to hit buildings. Like Wraith King and Razor aren't really great for it at all. They kind of want to take a fight before going to pressure towers.
They can try for FN here. He is saving a skill point. Phobos baits him in. Now the trap is sprung. Oh, Torrent off the mark. They're still going to get the X cold feet with the Dragon Tail combination, and he will not skill the ult. FN down.
Probably thinking he's going to die twice anyway if he does
Yeah, that's
in that scenario.
usually the case, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Radiant's middle tower is
Wraith
under
No one
King
attack.
is not very mobile.
Yeah,
Radiant's
no one able to
structures
TP,
are
give him
fortified.
back up. Razor's TP was cooldown. Ghosted, not level 6 yet either.
They're going to be looking for a Midas here on BZZ to match that of the Wraith King.
First Elder Dragon form used though, even though, you know, it's really bizarre because that being said though, actually.
Gonna try to find this
stunned
Nyx
up.
Assassin. Roger stunned up, but reinforcements are streaming in. There's the Nyx stun. Can they get an additional
Dire's middle
stun off on
tower is
FNG?
under
Can they even
attack.
kill Phobos, actually? He keeps on running away. This Dragon's simply too tanky. He survives all the pressure. Lives to tell the tale with the 18 armor and 11.5 regen per second. Just can't take that offlaner down.
So
Offlane
ridiculous.
Dragon Knight. Lol.
Maledict. Not working too well when the guy has so much HP regen. But they did force a Mirana ulti out and they got the pressure off of their safe lane. And like I was mentioning, the Dragon form, first Dragon form used, even though it's an offlane Dragon Knight, which is super bizarre, doesn't hit any towers. So at least there's that one kind of gain for them.
Well, as the laning stage comes to a close,
Pretty even.
Empire slightly ahead.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like either team's going to try to force too much here. Both teams are going for Midas on their safe laner, or have one already. Some big ultimates coming online fairly soon. Roger getting closer to that Vendetta. Ancient Apparition closing in on his Ice Blast. FNG about to get the boat.
Yeah, that is the one big thing, is that Spirit has better team fight when they have everything online, while Empire they have pick-off though. You know, they have the Puck and the Nyx to go for those kind of like small grabs. And if the Wraith King actually is in the middle of the engagements, he can mess with a lot of Team Spirit's fight.
I just feel like it's so weird seeing Phobos keep on going back to the top lane.
Dire's middle tower.
I figured at some point maybe like he'd rotate mid and try to take the tower down and give the lane to someone else, but still just hugging top. Tower is about to go down. Chappie wants to defend it. Static Link. And they will get the coil off. Silence coming through as well. They just need a little more damage. Iceberg, well played there, is going to juke himself to safety. And now Void thinking about coming in with the Midas online. The scan was there from the Radiant. They know Roger is chasing. He continues pursuit.
Dire's bottom
They get the
tower
tower.
is under
It
attack.
was taken by Iceberg, so it's not denied. And Iceberg's going for the right-click Mirana build that we've been seeing a couple of games now.
Do you prefer this to the Ags?
In this game, yes. He needs to have like scaling damage rather than just being a spell damage core, because they fall off super hard if he just goes for spell damage. They pretty much have no physical if he does that. And having that extra range, you're playing versus a Razor, you want to have a range core kind of being able to deal with him. Roger, Chronode, Arrowed.
And
Easy kill.
done. Nice little combo there from Team Spirit. Not much you can do about the Chrono this game if you're Empire, aside from like hope that the Wraith King hits Chrono.
Yeah. This is where I think they can actually get maybe a little bit aggressive here. Chrono's on cooldown. But that being said, Kunkka Boat and AA Blast are ready.
That's the one nice thing about the Kunkka pick is while most heroes that combo with Void have really long cooldown ultimates, the boat's only a minute, so
Yeah. Same thing with
you
AA.
have like an insurance policy if you blow the Chrono that, you know, you can at least stall when your opponents want to try to punish that window.
Yeah. Definitely the nice thing about both these two supports having low cooldown ultimates.
Alright, so...
Roger has vision onto BZZ.
Oh, this is a huge kill if they can get it.
But he knows something's up.
So, if you're Empire right now, like, when are you looking to make, like, what kind of moves are you looking to make here? Are you pushing? Are you just running around
Dire's top
ganking?
tower is under
What's their
attack.
game plan?
I think they pressure. They just have to wait for like every time the Chrono's down or gets used, they have to make some kind of play. I think this is the right move for them to make. They even scout out the TP coming bottom from Kunkka, so they know that
Dire's
Spirit does want to
structures
contest
are
this
fortified.
tower. So they're going to be waiting a little bit patiently. The
Dire's
AA
top
Blast is
tower
going to be off the
is
mark.
under
They know
attack.
FNG's down here. Do they have detection?
You know, nuke him low, but the dust finally coming out now. FNG suddenly wants to run, not making it out of that particular skirmish. He'll fall.
Yeah, so we got a tower
Simultaneously though,
trade.
they get a tower top.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Armlet coming soon for your offlane Dragon Knight.
Radiant's
Doing it,
bottom
man.
tower
He's
is under
1400
attack.
gold up on the puck.
He's buffed too. Look at his health, 1600 HP with that 10 strength talent at level 10.
Radiant's
So
structures
Not
he's
too
a tanky
shabby.
frontliner. Yeah,
Radiant's
looking
bottom
good.
tower is under attack.
he has accomplished what he wanted to as this offlane Dragon Knight so far.
Yeah, he said they wouldn't have any other
Radiant's
physical
bottom
damage, but
tower
at the rate
is
he's
falling.
farming, you know,
Yep.
maybe DK Phobos will be the one. Void's just there for the Chrono.
Roger now looking to make a play maybe happen. Invised up. Looking for DK Phobos.
Dire's middle
This is
tower
a tough
under
kill.
attack.
With a Witch Doctor, a good cask and like a Maledict and stuff, they definitely can bring him down, or a Razor. Could make
They're
it quite
bringing
easy.
in His Majesty as well.
But under ward vision, FN will walk.
Still some time here on the Vendetta. They're gonna close in, and they get this first stun to start.
He is tanky.
Yeah.
I don't think they kill this.
No, they need probably 4 heroes.
And it's close to a tower as well, so they do have to watch out how aggressive they actually are.
Team Spirit are just very comfortable, it seems. They can push this DK out to super like compromised positions and not really worry about him getting
Oh,
ganked.
they just smoked under a ward. Chronosphere is online for Spirit, but now Empire can set up properly. They can either sit on a high ground to break that smoke and maybe go for a kill, or just go in a very defensive position. And they're kind of doing that. They're
Oh,
just thinking
they
together.
did scan here and miss, but they still seem to think Spirit is like in this area.
Yeah.
Spirit actually heading all the way south. Not gonna find anything.
Yep, they see the Kunkka now with their ward as well, so Empire, and it gets dewarded. So lots of dewards being placed out from Empire in their own jungle.
Is Radiance the Wraith King build now?
Yeah, he's going Blade Mill Radiance. I like it this game. I mean, super good versus Void and versus Mirana. He saw Mirana probably going damage items as well, so this is probably his best bet as a Wraith King. Just gives you like the most damage.
Oh, I'm not sure where Roger's supposed to gank.
I don't know if he really needs to like per se kill anybody, but just giving the scouting information is a lot. Just runs around. He's like, hey, look, Dragon Knight's here. Oh, look, Void's over here. All right, we can just farm. Empire seems pretty content with just farming until they get Puck Blink, and now Ghostic gets the Blink Dagger, so maybe now they can try to make an aggressive play, but they still want this Radiance online before they do anything drastic. Because their team fight is still a bit lackluster. You know, we keep mentioning that for Empire in comparison to Spirit. Every time the Chronosphere is up, Spirit has a heavy advantage in that case.
Well, we could be in for the long haul, then, is only halfway to the Relic.
Yeah.
Spirit do have the combo up, though, and they're
Mid
looking
lane,
to make
Iceberg.
moves, but in the mid lane, they find the Mirana. The coil comes through, follow up with the Maledict, breaks that coil quick, and now the Death Ward comes out, but the bubble is there. Looking for the follow-up, FNG can drop the boat, the Ice Blast. Only going to connect on Chappie, even with the boat. He still survives through the onslaught as the raindrops, but the Cold Feet locks him in position. The trap is sprung, and Spirit net themselves 2 kills. They also save their buddy.
Beautiful chrono coming out from BZZ, and also just great awareness there by Iceberg. He TP's back to base to actually survive there, because Maledict was going to tick him out, but he TP's to base, uses a regen, and lives with like 30 HP.
Nice Moonlight Shadow. Roger does get this tower denied, now needs to back out quickly as Iceberg is on the hunt. Phobos moving in under cover of Moonlight Shadow. They do get the Dragon Tail, not really the hero you want to focus first. They'd ideally like to go for that Nyx Assassin. Now Empire's turn to TP and reinforcements, but
I actually cannot believe that Iceberg lived there. That's so unfortunate there for Empire. A lot of momentum slowed down.
I haven't seen Empire really able to find too many openings as of late. You know, they're farming well, but actually getting hero kills. Nyx just doesn't have a good partner to go around with and burst anyone. He seems to only find the Dragon Knight anyway. The Mirana's way too tanky.
I think they just have to wait for the Radiance. The only way that they can actually take like good fights is around the Wraith King. Like Puck sure has like the Blink Dagger and everything now, but after that, especially after that movement mid, I think they need to just realize it's a farm game when their team fight isn't as good as Team Spirit's.
So Iceberg did complete his Yasha.
And it looks like Void also has finished his Diffusal Blade. So that'll be nice versus the Wraith King. Burn that mana down. Good damage item.
That's a big value item versus the Wraith King.
Yeah.
Pretty much his main weakness as well.
Yeah. It's a good item overall on Void. Just lots of damage, the agility it gives, good attack speed. FN approaching that, he's got the relic, so he'll have Radiance pretty soon. So they'll probably get like Radiance, S and Y at the same time, and then that's when they have like a good power peak to actually make plays onto Spirit. But Spirit always seem to have the advantage in team fights because Chrono is going to be getting online faster and faster as he gets closer to level 18. And as we touched on, Kunkka and AA ult are pretty much always up.
Oh, a real slow burner here. 8-3 at 20 minutes.
Yeah, this one is very laxed.
Tactical. Oh, Roger, is he finally going to find a killable target? Well, not even. Kunkka, raindrops, urn, drums, 1400 health. He'll need some help for this.
He got the bounty rune though.
Something for Roger. He'll take whatever little morsel he can scrape off the floor at this point.
Yep. He's doing his job. He's giving good information when vendetted. But dude, look at this Dragon Knight. Look at him. 6,500 now. Like, off-lane DK. He's almost got Blink. He's got his armor. I mean, he's successfully made off-lane Dragon Knight work so far in this game.
This is more successful than a lot of other, you know, quote-unquote, like, real off-laners.
Yeah.
And he scales quite well.
Yeah.
Into the late game. Can flash farm now with the level 2 ultimate.
High duration stun versus Wraith King and Razor.
Yeah, instant as well.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
Look at him, he's the siege engine. You want to go on the Dragon Knight? Great, we're going to counter-initiate with the Chrono, an Ice Blast, a boat, and a Mirana Arrow Starstorm combination. So Phobos just tanks that
Dire's
tower,
middle
hardly
tower
even
has
gets
fallen.
tickled. Keep on moving forward, Empire. Now about to be under siege. Spirit still have tier 2s ripe for the picking, but they say, screw it, man. Let's go try and break this base.
Trying to get some value out of the Elder Dragon form. They forced everybody back though, so I would expect them not to really go any further. They probably see the relic as well on FN now. They're probably like, okay, he's getting close to that radiance. So try to get the most that you can before that comes out.
This is going to be Phobos about to complete his Blink Dagger. So now we've got another great source of initiation for Team Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, Spirit's definitely looking a good amount in the lead right now. But Wraith King is very overfarmed and he's still pretty hard to, he's going to be pretty hard to bring down.
I'm actually just checking out Wraith King's talents. I've not seen much of this hero.
They're mediocre.
It's Wraith Fire Blast. DPS sounds pretty underwhelming.
Dude, it's 50 though. It's 100 more damage. Or 15 movement speed. Yeah, the level 15, the level 10 and 15 one are very bad. The level 20 and 25 one are
The
pretty
no
cool.
mana on the ult is quite good.
Or the AoE Wraith King Blast, dude.
That's
It's
true.
900 AoE. It's like a Ravage.
Then he's basically like spent.
Yeah.
Wait, it's 900 AoE?
I think it's 900, yeah.
Like radius or diameter?
I can't think right now. It's at 900 rounding.
Alright, well FN is going to get caught out here. About a couple hundred away. Phobos looking to crack through that reincarnation. He will do so successfully. This slows him down though, tanks up the Maledict. Remember, that's only their off-blade Dragonite who's been taking any sort of punishment so far as the Chrono comes
He's
through
just dead.
to easily delete FN. Didn't do a thing in that fight. Nice Radiance, bro.
Yeah.
Roshan gets involved.
The high ground advantage there from Team Spirit, they're now going to pick up a second kill onto Roger as well.
Is under attack.
Beautiful ultimate usage there, and this frontline DK just able to stun the Wraith King a couple times. And since they have a shrine there, they just shrine up. All the damage that was done was completely negated, and Empire can't get into the right spot because of that high ground advantage from Spirit. So great fight for them, great place for them to take a fight.
Dire's
And now
top
it's
tower
DK
has
form
fallen.
is still online for a bit. Maybe he's gonna try to pressure this tower. And Wraith King ult is down for 100 seconds when he respawns.
Phobos just going to blink up, get that quick corrosive breath on the tower before his ult ends.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That'll
under
be
attack.
about, 10 to 20% of the tower HP gone, just like that. Maybe Roger can make something happen on these retreating heroes. He is scouting them, but there's a Radiant Ward. They've not smoked, they're just streaming past that vision.
And he gets dusted. It's looking very hard for Empire to take fights.
Dire's top tower is
Right,
under
like that's the
attack.
Wraith Kid's job, right? He's supposed to be this tanky frontliner who soaks everything up, but he takes one Dragon Tail, and he just gets plastered. Then the second life, he's chronoed, ice blasted, and dead, and
Yeah, he
doesn't seem like there's anyone else who can pick up the slack and play around that.
he
All the
needs
damage
Blink
is
Dagger
going up.
to get into those engagements properly. FNG.
Somehow manages to hit a multiple hero boat while being surrounded from all directions. Empire will bring the Kunkka down, so that is at least a kill finally going their way. Frantically printing the Roach. And that's one thing Wraith King can be really good at, but this build not the best at taking Roach.
Still pretty good though. Mortal Strike is absurd because it does 500% on the Roche. But yeah, they need to get like a couple more kills before they can go for that. But their Roche potential is much higher than Team Spirit still.
Spirit are non-existent.
Yeah. So Razor is going to try to be that frontliner as well. Going to be building toward a BKB. He's got Halberd finished already. He is quite a lot tankier now than the Wraith King actually. He's sitting at 2200 life with that evasion.
Oh, Roger. Good position there. Instantly breaks the smoke. Spirit a missed opportunity for them. Ghostic is going to shove in this top lane. Looks like the Puck wants to try and pressure the tier 1 top. Does have his catapult wave coming in. And flanking that tower will be Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Radiant's top
Tower's gonna die to
tower is
creeps.
under attack.
They ping it out,
Radiant
someone's going to
structures
react.
are
Yeah.
fortified.
Iceberg's going to go up there. Should probably still get into deny range with the catapult there, and it will. So Iceberg should be able to get a nice easy deny in that top tower.
Radiant's top tower
The
has been
push
destroyed.
Wanted a little D-ward here. He's gonna pay for
Oh,
maybe. Oh, the Tord did not connect.
Torn off the mark.
Oh, that would have been a death. Now the counterplay, going for the coil. It only connects on one, just getting FNG alone. Roger now trying to converge on him will bring down the Kunkka. BZZ still has the Chronosphere. They're looking for more setup, trying to get on the bank score. They find that Wraithfire Blast, and with that, another kill of Empire. 2 for nothing thus far.
These heroes respawn pretty quickly, so I'm not sure what they're going to be able to get out of it, but Ghostic now in some trouble.
Yeah, he's in pretty far, and with the Chronosphere, they're going to be able to lock this puck down. The cast comes through, the Death Ward as well, bouncing to the Ancients, locking the Void in position. Maledict, it's enough, they kill him off. Down goes the Hammerhead Sharkman. Team Spirit losing a crucial hero in that fight.
Yeah. Chronosphere was used, but the lanes aren't too healthy, so they're going to just back up.
I guess now we know why they went for the Witch Doctor. They're counting on bounces like that.
Yeah. Those are beautiful casks. He put the Death Ward inside the Chronosphere, so it didn't really end up attacking much, but the disable was there. FNG continuing the chase onto Miposhka. Miposhka very dead.
Torin and done. So Team Spirit strike back a little bit, but still overall, Empire have had a good minute or two.
Yeah.
They've gotten right back in this game.
Yeah.
Then there's the blink you mentioned on
Blink
that.
on Wraith King, yeah. I think that's like, it's so important in this game for him to get in the right position.
God, he's just so slow.
Yeah. He's about to be 18 though, so that'll help a lot as well, having that 40-second reincarnate rather than 140. It's crazy how much it actually jumps down from that level 12 to level 18 ultimately.
It's one of those like weirder, scaring ultis. Having a longer cooldown on your ult than a black hole at level 6, and then all of a sudden when you're level 18, it's like one of the lowest cooldown ultimates in the game.
Yeah. Phobos takes the 40% experience gain talent on the Dragon Knight, so he's not, you know, he doesn't feel like he is the damage dealing core, and he's not. So he just wants to get that level 25 as fast as possible.
Tier 1 up at 30 minutes in the mid lane for Team Spirit.
Roger's been doing a great job though, scouting for Empire. He's been watching a lot of the movements from Spirit and actually probably avoided Empire getting more deaths, breaking a couple smokes and whatnot as well. So right there, again, he gets the movement, he watches where they're going, and FN's able to TP out, not really under any concern. Poshka now moves to mid lane.
Is it time to get a gem, do you think, in your Spirit? Like, it does feel like the Nyx has just been scouting them non-stop.
I do think they should.
Minutes.
I think that it's scary though, like who is going to hold it is the big concern. I want the AA to have one, but he can't hold it. He has to like give it to Kunkka, but they're expending so many resources on dust and sentries. I always see them having like 2 or 3 sentries on the board, and they have dust. Radiant's Courier actually gets sniped by Roger, and he's able to TP out. He doesn't get X'd or anything.
That was a nice play.
Yeah, he's actually he's putting on so much invisible pressure as this Nyx assassin right now.
Literally invisible pressure.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, actually.
So Team Spirit has their ultimates ready. They actually use the Dragon Form, and they're just moving into the rush. Does not die very quickly, but Empire does not have a clue that this is happening just yet. They do have the BKB on Razor, though, so if they do find out that this is happening, they can definitely contest it.
Looks like they might want to. Chappie's getting closer. The Roche is only at about half HP, a little less.
Yeah, they do not kill that Roche.
They're gonna try to go for Miposhka here. Phobos flanking in, finds the Dragon Tail, gets the quick pick.
They need Miposhka's cask for this type of engagement. This is the perfect fight for a cask.
Oh, unfortunately, they don't have it. They might not have Chappie for long. Caught out with the boat. Gets the BKB off though, actually, but he is afflicted by the Ice Blast. A couple more auto attacks and he'll be done for. One more swing of that Mace. 633 gets the kill. Meanwhile, they're still trying to track down DK Phobos. They will finish him off. FN getting controlled. He doesn't have mana for his ultimate, but he just needs a crit. He'll poke down the Faceless Void. Iceberg commits for him, finds the kill. Will there be a trade? He is Carapaced up for the time being, but not quite able to finish him. Ghostic has the blink forward. Does he want to go for it? He gets off the silence. Also finds the AA. This is a huge opportunity for the puck. He might be able to get FNG as well. Just like that, Spirit are falling apart. This could be the 5th kill of the fight. Mana burn, few more auto attacks. Orb not going to connect. Does he still die for it? You know he wants to. That rum ain't going to save you, Kunkka. Down goes FNG, and soon too will fall the tower.
That's big. That's really massive for Empire there. That was a 4v5 fight, and they didn't even have Reincarnate. And the Razor got jumped, pretty much killed without able to do anything in the fight. So that was very nice plays there by Ghostic in the backlines. Able to get like a 2 or 3 man coil, bring them kind of low. He doesn't interrupt the whole combo that was coming out on the Chronosphere, but gets them low. He lives so long that he's able to throw out like 6, 7, maybe even 8 Illusory Orb and Waning Rift combos. And yeah, that was a really long, drawn-out fight that just goes Empire's way without their 2 big cores even doing too much damage.
And now they want to Rosh. They still have that reincarnate. Do they just go for it? Now they're doubling back on the mid. Roger's charging in, but there is a sentry.
After that engagement, we see FN puts BKB in his quick buy, so he doesn't want to have his mana get burned again.
BKB is also just great this game against all the magic damage as well.
Yeah. I was pretty surprised to see Chappie actually not get his BKB off pre-chrono. If he had gotten that BKB off before the Chronosphere, that fight would have been an absolute disaster for Spirit, but...
I guess Spirit may have just backed off, but then Empire likely taking a free road.
Yeah.
So either way, a little bit bad.
Just a nice fight for Empire.
There's the Mantis, so more mana burn, and more need for that BKB for FN.
Yeah. I think it was really important that the Nyx and the Puck both survived throughout that whole entire engagement. So Roger, although he wasn't really like doing too much around the map, like saying like kill-wise, he was giving a lot of information, but he wasn't getting farmer levels.
Look who it is, once again, ready to break the smoke, but the Moonlight Shadow's already happened. They're going to blink up. He gets off the Carapace. Stun is there. Arrow connects as well. They'll get Roger, but again, these smokes are only getting at most a Roger kill. They're not finding a key core. They're going to try to Rosh on the back of this. They do have the Chrono ready to go again. Next. Then the follow-up, Ice Blast coming through, but Poshka heads to the south. He gets clipped by the arrow, but in comes FN, gets to work with the Blade Mail. Can he lock down the Faceless Void? The Chrono's in a great position to prevent FN from heading down south. However, it didn't quite catch the Wraith King directly, so perhaps he's going to chase for more. Flicking forward onto FNG, but he gets clipped by a Torrent. Now the X-Back, they're going to chase for more. Razor BKB is available. Dragon Knight, or sorry, Wraith King BKB no longer online. He does have the reincarnate. He's going to let that pop 40 seconds before the next reincarnate, and he lunges into position. Phobos just barely able to blink out at point blank range, dodges the Wraith King stun, which might have meant his doom had he not dodged it. Still chasing for Ghost Stick here. He's going to orb back to safety.
These double diffusals are really hurting Wraith King though. He has to pop his BKB so early in the engagements, but the Chronosphere only catches Chappie, and there was no follow-up. They did not have any of their ultimates on top of that Chronosphere this time around. And even though Roger dies right at the start of the fight, he's back now, and they're ready for the engagement with Spirit having very minimal ultimates ready. And Wraith King kills Roche very quickly.
However, Spirit are lurking. They want to try and contest this one. Roger moving into position, still kind of a hero in terms of the scouting information he's giving the team. He is going to allow Empire to move out of the pit, not get caught too badly by the Ice Blast, and then they charge forward. BZZ clipped by the Cat. They isolate the Dragon Knight. They will take him down. Now they want a piece of the Mirana. She will leap away.
Ghost Stick is playing super well. Again, they're getting a multi-hero coil, letting his team take a good fight. Now, no Dragon Knight, free Roche coming down for Empire.
Empire just had so many clutch fights around the Roche pit this series.
Yeah.
Kind of been their hallmark. And finally, with that Roche, I believe we'll see this tier 1 mid going down.
Nyx and Puck are doing so much work though. Even though like the Nyx assassin dies a few times, them living in that one big engagement, like look at their experience. This Nyx assassin's level 17. This Puck is well almost level 20. They got so much out of those last 2 fights.
And meanwhile, Radiant supports 13 to 14.
Yeah. It's like Miposhka, like I mentioned that in the last game. Miposhka, sacrificial lamb. This guy is like bottom net worth majority of the games, doesn't really always have like crazy impacts, except for the Disruptor last game. He did go pretty off, but he usually dies and lets Roger have.
Oh, they found the Void.
Oh my god, and he's melted.
Before the Assault Cuirass, which FN undoubtedly is going to work towards next.
Looking problematic for Spirit, being able to deal with these BKB, Wraith King and Razor. Their physical damage is quite minimal on the side of Spirit.
Yeah, it seems like Spirit might just kind of have to bait out these BKBs, wait until the game goes ultra late game, where they perhaps ramp up a bit more. Phobos blinking in, but he's going to get caught by an Impale here. He does not have a BKB yet, so Chappie starts to suck his damage up. Is going to run forward, juking away, does not get hit by the combo. With the Void down, the ability to defend for Spirit is very limited.
Yeah, both ultimates whiffed, the AA ult and the Kunkka boat.
Unfortunately, low cooldowns, but even though they're low,
Radiant's
they're not
middle
instant.
tower has
Empire
fallen.
will take that tower.
And DK used ulti as well there to try to get a jump onto the puck with an arrow. So now three of the lower cooldown ultimates will be down for the time being, and Empire has some liberty to farm around the map. Wraith King, 21,000 net worth. Like you said, he's almost got the assault finished up.
They
too.
do have a gem. It's on the Ancient Apparition, though. He's bringing up the rear. Vaynescore has to make sure to stick with the team. They do get that Witch Doctor kill.
He was on a warding expedition. Just gets picked off in the meantime. Just Miposhka things.
Getting this gem is definitely a huge priority for Empire.
They still haven't even queued it up, huh?
Oh no, they have one on Vaynescore.
Oh, okay, good. All right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying Empire, like, getting rid of it.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. I was wondering how long it was going to take Spirit to actually grab it up. So it's good that they have
But
that
it's
one.
probably the easiest hero to kill currently, wielding it, so
Yeah.
not the dream scenario in that regard.
So we have... He actually switches the build from
Ah,
KC.
they got the vision. They're gonna find Vaynescore here. Carapisto does come out. They're gonna Dragon Tail him through this, lock him down, finish him off. Able to find a nice take.
Gem paying off. Well, he wasn't even vendetta, but... Or he was actually, sorry. But yeah, good gem purchase, gets him a nice little pickup, and now the adjustment's made from FN. He's going for the Mjolnir build rather than the AC, and Mirana finishes up her own BKB. Couple items we picked up.
I don't feel like I've seen much damage from the Mirana thus far.
Yeah.
Like, she's pretty farm, but I don't know what it is. She's just either not hitting very much or her attacks just don't hit that hard. Doesn't have the level 25 talent yet.
Yeah, he just hit level 20 though, so he gets that plus 50 damage from the talent, which helps quite a lot actually. And he went for Dragonlance, Diffusal, and Manta. So his damage isn't absurd. It's like kind of slow and whittling, but he wanted to be able to burn down the Wraith King. And just last two or three engagements didn't go their way at all. And he's still susceptible to dying pretty easily, like, until he has BKB, and he didn't have it until just now. So he's probably just a bit scared to get into the midst of the fray of those engagements. I heard a BKB.
Oh yeah.
Whose was that one?
It's a nice Chinese BKB there.
Oh, unfortunate. I think he was he
made in
turning off
China.
his Radiance or swapping slots or
I think
something?
he was turning it. He like toggled the Radiance, then swapped a few things around.
Well,
Just making sure. So.
Radiant didn't see it, so
Yeah.
they don't know.
Radiant's
I don't think that one's taking place right now anyway.
That hurts though. That was his 9-second BKB.
And against these heroes, and as a Wraith King, where you're just so immobile and clunky, like that BKB is huge.
Yeah.
Especially now that the Dragon
Radiant's
Knight
top
has
tower
had his
is
level
under
3 ult
attack.
for some time. Lots of additional kiting potential there.
Dire's
Phobos
bottom
gets level
tower is
21,
under
gets that
attack.
GPM talent, finished the BKB in those last couple minutes, and it's gonna be going for AC.
Very stable and kind of quiet Dota here, but neither team wanting to take too many risks. Are you favoring either team going late at this point, Giannis, with the way the game's developed?
I think I'm liking Empires. Just the way that they've taken the fights and just the lack of physical damage on Spirit, I think is still going to be a problem. Especially once, like, you see Chappie already has AC finished up, he's got Halberd. Like, this is the 3000 HP Razor. I look at Spirit's lineup and I'm like, I don't feel like they're going to be able to kill him unless they get everything on him inside of a Void Chrono. I think they're too dependent on the Void Chrono, and yeah, they lack physical. Even though this Mirana built for it, the three heroes don't really do a crazy, like Void, DK, and Mirana, it's not really crazy damage coming up from the three of them.
Yeah, you don't pick Mirana for like her incredible steroid. I mean, sure, with the level 25 talent, the leap is pretty decent, but
Yeah.
she's not like a raw hard hitter on paper.
Yeah,
for the
and
most part.
there's a Radiance on the side of the Wraith King, so that evasion makes it so that their low physical damage that they have already gets negated even a bit more. And I mean, Ghostic, like we mentioned, he's been having an incredibly good game. He's already level 20. Once he gets that level 25, not only he becomes super powerful, but he gets that option of being able to pool the moon shards all over the place and scaling definitely.
Yeah, don't sleep on the late game puck, especially when you're up against so many big team fight ults.
Yeah.
You just either buy back or don't get caught by them initially, and then you can kind of weave your way in and out of these fights, picking
Yeah.
off the backliners.
Yeah, picking off the backliners is exactly what I was going to touch on. Like, if he's able to just get vision of the AA, like let's say this game goes to a point where he's level 25 and he's gotten a lot of gold. Let's say he has a Dagon 5 or something, like AA just becomes non-existent in these engagements.
gotta mind your positioning if you're Team Spirit.
Yeah, quite a ways away, of course, but you know, at this rate, you know, this game looks more to be of a farm game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Very passive as of late. Both teams. Empire
Radiant's
might look to
bottom
change
tower
that. They're gonna
has fallen.
mosey up towards the top half.
Yep. They claimed the last outer tower in that bottom lane.
Now that all that stand between the teams and a game victory, potentially a series victory for Empire. Tier 3's in the Rex.
Team Spirit, they have the BKB finished on the Void now. Looking to get aggressive with this Moonlight Shadow. This could be a where their fight happens.
Don't have vision up the way that they're trying to gank though.
Yeah.
You know, meanwhile in Empire there is also a gem to deal with that Moonlight Shadow, so Ghost Stick is packing quite a bit of extra vision. And
He does take the no reincarnation mana cost anyway. Even though he has BKB, the double diffusal blade is making him a bit afraid. Doesn't want to have to risk going for that AoE stun.
I think that's a smart choice.
I think so too, yeah.
Just because of the double diffusal. If it was like only one, maybe.
Oh, Phobos!
They're gonna find Phobos here. Dragon Knight caught out, has a BKB. Wisely is not gonna use it. He had no chance.
I heard a coil.
As the Puck is looking for more, dives even deeper onto FNG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not really kill him off, but still they're chasing. FN going ham. Has to back away here. The Chrono comes through, connects on two. Now the Ice Blast, the BKB, everything, and the Kitchen Sink thrown at that Razor, who had a BKB, is again not going to get to use it. Now they can turn back for the Wraith Kid. In this scenario, he becomes extremely easily kited. He's got to find openings. Diving on a DK Foe was probably the worst possible target to try and focus. Not doing nearly enough damage, even through the BKB. Controlled and dealt with. That is the power of the Frost Dragon. And that is the danger of letting your Razor die too early in these fights.
Yeah, perfect chrono. Razor not able to get BKB off, just gets hit by the full wombo combo. Brought down instantly before he's able to get down the BKB. And a buyback coming out from DK Phobos, able to kite and bring down the Wraith King.
It looks
So
like
Ghost
I
Stick-
guess the BKB was like cooldown. I guess he used it earlier.
Oh, he had used it earlier. Okay.
Yeah. I think when he's in the chrono, I just couldn't see the cooldown. But
Alright, gotcha.
yeah. Anyway, not having it there definitely hurt him.
Yeah, and Ghost Stick didn't have his abilities either. Like, he tried to commit for the Kunkka, so he wasn't able to disrupt the back lines and mess with their combo that was coming out. And Roger couldn't get into the fray either because it was both BKBs expended, or even all three BKBs expended on the side of Team Spirit. So first three BKBs showing, coming out from them, and plays it to their advantage. Wraith King 40 seconds down. Let's see what Spirit can make of it.
Team Spirit pushing their way up onto the high ground here. Want to try and
Dire's
force
middle
down this
tower
tower.
is under attack.
Dropping quickly.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Still no sign of a defense from Empire. This would ideally be a time to look to fight as the Wraith King respawns at 20. No chrono for 15. In other words, there will be a chrono if Spirit want to stick around. Empire still holding the high ground for now. The tower does drop. They have not lost the Rex yet. Nice,
Shrine time.
nice illusion. Gonna give the Chappie some delicious bonus damage. Other thing in that fight was the Wraith King did not actually have the Basher out. It queued up, had like 5,000 gold, but could not spend it. Lacked that bit of lockdown he needs.
So he sells the Blade Mail now instead of the Midas. So he keeps the Midas, sells the Blade Mail, and picks up the Basher.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the Blade Mail on papers, there's lots of damage flying around, but Team Spirit can also just kind of ignore him when he Blade Mails.
Yeah, and they have Bolt
Kite him.
already and everything too, so it's like they get the damage negation. It's like I didn't really feel the Blade Mail doing a whole lot either. He wanted it early game to try to get involved, but yeah, it didn't really play out like the way he wanted it to.
Illusion.
But now, so you're saying Miranda doesn't hit very hard, but just buys a full Daedalus, so he is actually now he's hitting pretty strong.
I think the damage is taken care of now.
Yeah.
Empire are moseying over towards the pit. Ghost Stick can scout this out. Gets eyes on Iceberg. They start to move in. Wraith King says, screw it, man, I'm going deep for this one. Immediately, though, gets dropped low by Iceberg. FNG is going to get blown up at the start of this fight. The Wraith King also reincarnating, coming back for round 2. Keeps on hitting the Dragon Knight, doing absolutely nothing to DK Phobos. Far too tanky. Barely tickling him. He needs the whole team if he wants to actually get that kill. BZZ having free reign on the backlines, but Roger comes in, will clean him up. The King is down for 95 seconds. Roger not able to do quite enough, but Iceberg having whatever he wants and then eating it too, gets an ultra kill. Ghostic, the lone survivor. 4 dead on the Radiant, meanwhile, absolute bloodbath in this fight.
Is under attack.
The Wraith King barely did anything there. It felt like, aside from just damage sponge, but you know, the Razor was able to clean up. The Puck did a pretty good job. And Mirana now really showcasing her late game prowess.
Yeah, Mirana did 8,300 damage in that fight. Well, the whole team of Empire did 9,800. So I think that's pretty good. First Daedalus debut, he does an absurd amount of damage, and what happened there too is Chappie got chronoed, right? But then he got bashed 3 times as the chrono ended, so he actually couldn't get his BKB off, and he just starts ticking lower and lower. So Chappie again just gets full control in the entire fight. But Ghostic able to get some very nice cleanup. Now he's got Aghanims finished up as well on the Puck, and he's about to hit 25. So
and mind you, he does have a Halberd as well, so
yeah.
It's not like the Void should be hitting him even able to hit him every time, let alone bash him 3 times in a row.
Yeah, he's got Halberd and AC, so he's pretty damn durable. But yeah, he was just completely locked down by it, couldn't get the BKB off, not able to get a link or anything in that whole engagement. He was pretty much a non-factor. That was like FN versus the world with a Ghostic blinking around getting some damage.
I think this game is showcasing some of the limitations of Wraith King. He's the most farmed here in the game. It does not feel like it at all.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, like, he's hitting the Dragon Knight, and you just look at like, why is Wraith King hitting this hero? But part of the problem is like the Dragon Knight's the one available to be hit. You know, he's right next to him. He's like tanking, and if you want to go for someone else, you're getting kited. So
he has to. I think he
has to hit someone.
Now he has to ignore this Dragon Knight completely.
Oh, they're gonna catch out Roger, almost dead, but he's gonna survive.
So DK before that fight finished up a plate mail, but then after that fight too, he gets his level 25. So now he's got that double Dragon Blood HP regen and armor. So I think there's no way you focus him. He's got 50
armor.
Yeah, and he's building toward a Halberd too, which is gonna ruin FN's life. So Phobos is doing a very good job as this offlane Dragon Knight so far. Even though he's only 4 and 4, I think he's doing his job.
FN gonna go towards the Abyssal Blade now. So with that, perhaps we'll have the lockdown. He needs to kill off someone important like the Mirana.
They want to jump DK Phobos here. He's extremely
Look
tanky.
at the positioning of Team Spirit, though. Up on the high ground, they're going to spring the trap. The BKB comes out, locking down Chappie. He knows the Razor's the problem, gets the bash right as the chrono ends. But FN had free reign during this fight. The Dragon Knight's done for. Void's in trouble now. Has the time out to the north. If they could just kill off the Mirana, hacking, slashing, bashing, needs a little bit more. The crit's there, blinking forward. They can finish him off. No, he Manta dodges, doesn't matter. Still dead. FN slays him out for 95, and just like that, Giannis, Empire may have taken a lane of Brax, maybe 2, maybe the game outright. There are no buybacks in sight. And they know the Dragon Knight doesn't have one. They're not aware of the Mirana's buyback situation.
What did he did he finish Hurricane Pike?
Yeah,
I
he
guess
finished
he
Hurricane for that
bought the
fight.
whole Hurricane Pike before the fight. He has no. This is 2 Raxes for sure.
I think it's 3 melees.
Yeah, it might actually be all 3.
Especially with how hard this Wraith King hits.
FN, like you said though, he just went completely to town that fight. They did not have DK Phobos able to actually do anything, so it's really important that Phobos is able to get that Elder Dragon form up and kite around the Wraith King that he's been doing in the past.
Oh
Boy just dies in
Team
2.
Spirit just crumbling down the stretch. In the clutch, the Crybabies come out. Iceberg knows they're in trouble. Empire will take this top tower. They look to clean out the series 2-0. A date with Vega would await them. Wow. So wrap up day 1 and the winner of that match into the winter bracket finals for the final day of CIS qualifier action with a strong shot to make it to the main event. But
oh my god, after such a close game, it just ends abruptly again.
buybacks have been pretty crucial in this series.
Yeah, they have been.
FN leaves a little treat for the opposition. Just drops off his Midas for Team Spirit. Yeah, I think you're going to need this gold, boys.
Empire just able to get the initiation so big in that last fight. Even though Spirit was like perfectly set up, they get a nice 2-man chrono. Chappie just doesn't get brought down quick enough. The Mirana is on the left side of the fight, while the chrono is on the right side of the fight, so he wasn't able to get in to do the damage inside the chrono. And yeah, Empire just...
BZZ with a fairly desperate maneuver. Phobos also moving into position. He's going to get stunned up by Roger, who lurks on the high ground. He's got the Aghanim Scepter now. He's a real problem. Chappie jumped by BZZ. He's far too tanky to kill up alone. He needs more help. The BKB comes through. Chappie stands his ground. He's going to survive through this. Again, the chrono committed without the necessary follow-up damage. And now Mirana, unable to hit during that time, has to run for dear life. FN will die once, but now round 2, this is where things get dicey. Could they turn the game back around? Creeps are marching in mid. Ghost Stick has fallen. Now the Nyx is down. 2 heroes without bomb back for Empire. FN though, he's got the crits. Brings down 1. Looking for more. He is cold feeted, frozen in position for the time being. He's got the Mjolnir on him though. BZZ, you can't ignore this man. That's one angry skeleton. He's out for blood. He wants to slay the dragon. No, maybe he wants to slay the Roshan. Well, he can slay something, that's for damn sure. DK Phobos is gonna ignore him, jumps out of the pit. FN springs the trap. Does he get enough crits? BZZ barely surviving. No, FN's actually gonna go down. He's up for 100. A full reverse team wipe the other direction, but guess who's already got the mega creeps storming into the Radiant base? They've got to back out immediately. No buybacks required from Empire. The throne is now entirely exposed at their mercy. Shrines, all kinds of huts are just crumbling. The base is empty, and meanwhile, they're trying to roach.
They're gonna be able to bring it down, but Phobos, FNG, and Vanskar are struggling. FNG might just die here to creeps. Oh my god.
Phobos got off the clutch breathe fire there.
Throw everything on the creeps. AA ult, Kunkka boat, anything possible. So they do claim the Aegis and the cheese there though, so that's pretty big because they had to expend the Mirana buyback. But yeah, they're still against mega creeps, and they just call it anyway.
GG.
Oh, the throne actually just died anyway. They couldn't hold up the creeps.
And I don't think they had TPs.